Good morning, guys. It's me, Steve, Cliff Anschuetz Chevrolet, and today it is July 31st, the last day of the month, and I thought I would give you guys a little insight into my life on the last day of the month as a Chevy salesman at my dealership, particularly. It's going to be a two-part vlog day in the life of thing, because we're going to also do tomorrow, because tomorrow is the first of the month, and I have some unique responsibilities on the first of the month at my dealership as well. So what I thought is I would kind of bring you guys along for the end of the month, beginning of the month, two parts. I don't know whether I'm going to release them as two parts or just one long vlog. We'll see. Honestly, as you guys know from the last one, I struggle with doing this throughout my day because I'm busy, but today I am kind of actually a little bit light. So for the end of the month, I'm actually really light. So I think it should be a pretty good day, or it should be a pretty good time to follow along with me and kind of get more of a feel of what I do and how my dealership flows. So without further ado, let's get to it. We'll see you, bud. Every morning I start, not every, but almost every morning I start at my local coffee shop here in downtown Alpena, called Cabin Creek. I sold a lot of cars out of this coffee shop between the baristas, customers, owners. Well, you can debate the fiscal responsibility of being coffees every day. I buy my wife her coffee. I cannot dispute the fact that I have made a lot of good, loyal customers out of this little coffee shop here in our town. So I make it a point to frequent it quite a few times, at least a week minimum. So there's that. Let's get to work. We are on the shores of Lake Huron, and our town has originally started when I was growing up here many moons ago. My town was a industrial town. We have a lot of limestone in our area, and we have lots of big concrete plants. A lot of our economy focused around that. However, over the past 10-20 years, we have become much more tourist based, and we actually have the Viking cruise line come through here, and I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of that. Look at that guy right there. Okay, so this is coming through. I'll give you that. We have 20 different cruises. The same line, of course, comes through our community 20 different times throughout the summer. Brings in, I think there's like at least 100 people in that boat coming to our community and get to experience it. Our area, I don't think I've ever talked much about this. Our area is a lot of that limestone. We have lots of shipwrecks, and that over beginning in 2000, one of the first freshwater NOAA organizations in the United States was right here in Alpena, Michigan. Since then, there's been a couple more, but through the Great Lakes, and with that, we've also developed a glass bottom boat shipwreck tour. That's one of the things they do here. They also come check our community out. They'll probably get a coffee, as they should, and that's about, they just check out our downtown. We've done a lot of work on developing that part of our community, so that was a pleasant surprise. So I will off to work. Looks like we got some cars in over the weekend. Tracks, a Trailblazer, a couple Equinoxes. We need them, so We have no Equinoxes on our lot, no Trailblazers on our lot, no Traverses on our lot. The only thing we have 2 tracks and some trucks. So it's good for us to get that. I need to clock in and then morning meeting. So let's do that. So my morning meeting's over. I'm gonna head over to my used car desk that I talked about and update the internet. I run that software program that updates everything. Friday there's my one boss right there. I was off Saturday, and Friday I spent going through our inventory, making sure cars I miss them for pictures, so I was making sure I have pictures on everything, kind of going through everything right now, getting everything up to snuff, and then getting ready for next month. I got some envelopes for thank you letters to the customers that have bought vehicles and lease reminder turn-ins and all that stuff. I ran the software report. I'm going to go over all the vehicles we have in a lot one more time to make sure everything has pictures. I've really buttoned everything up for the end of the month, and everything I have that's going on would be for next month in August. So I have a lot of people that are just sitting waiting to see what happens for August here. So I'm just gonna go down the line. Maybe I should go. So I thought I had a minute here, so I thought I'd give you guys a little jingle. My friend Dave B over at Schumacher Chevrolet, they're out in New Jersey, which is, hundreds of miles away from here in Michigan. He just did a video on how low of his inventory is, so I just thought I'd share with you guys my inventory level. So right now, like I said, we have 2 tracks and a Blazer. This Blazer was in order, and the customer ended up passing on it, so that's why we have it. But then we did just get 2 Trailblazers, 2 Equinoxes, and a Traxxon. The Equinoxes, I believe, are already sold. They were orders. So, we're having a lot of the same inventory issues that some of the other Chevrolet dealers. I do hear we live in a pretty rural area in Northeast Michigan, Alpena here, and I hear from a lot of people when they travel. I look too when I travel. We go to other Chevrolet dealerships, or when I look at them as we're driving by them. Some of them have a lot of inventory. We have 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. We have 9 trucks. So it seems like most people the most they're having are trucks. But yeah, I hear from some that they just have tons of inventory, and we are not in that situation whatsoever. So it's something that you're definitely managing, and very similar to his situation. We've tried to be cognizant of what we're buying, how we're buying it, because we never know what the market is doing. And I think if anyone honestly acts like they know what's going on, they're lying to you. Because one of the things we're a heavy lease dealership. We lease a lot of vehicles. And one of the things that I keep hearing, and I'm sure those of you that are other salesmen keep hearing that, in the fall it's going to change, or it's going to eventually fall apart. I always look at residual values to dictate what is going to happen to the market. And right now, even with GM, they're saying like a Silverado is still going to be in the 60% of its worth. So that's certainly, and GM Financial isn't going to put themselves in a bad situation. They have more information than any of us ever do. So if they're saying that it's going to be like, 60%, hang on here. If they're saying it's going to be like 60%, good chance of that it's going to hold firm this market for a while. So that's my inventory thoughts, updates on what's going on here. It is 10:45. I'll do the lunch covering thing in the showroom here in a little bit. Maybe to do a little walk around in the showroom for this afternoon. I got my letters out, took a sales call from a friend that was interested in a truck we had on our lot, but it's already sold. So things move pretty quick with such limited inventory that we have. So it's lunchtime. I'm covering the showroom while my other sales counterpart, Matt, he goes lunch from 11:30 to 12:30. I go from 12:30 to 1:30, and then we cover each other's customers or spaces, or however you want to do it or call it, to through lunch, and just to make sure that our customers are taken care of. And then we're going to start winding down. I kind of went through all my deals for the month of July. Had a good July. Very grateful for that. And then, of course, August, we have some things cooking for August already, so that's good. We're doing a promotion starting in August for every car we sell, new or used, we're donating $50. The customer could choose where we donate $50 to a local classroom. I'm really excited to see, like, we serve a lot of, Alpena is probably the biggest city in the area of a whole bunch of smaller towns like Posen, Hillman, Atlanta, Rogers City, et cetera, and we sell all those people into these areas. So it's exciting to hopefully maybe somebody from one of those rural communities can pick our classrooms, because we do have customers from that area, so it's nice to serve that area. We spend a lot of time, I think, focusing on Alpena's schools because it is our city, but a lot of the customers that we serve are from those areas, so it's kind of exciting to have the opportunity to give back to those classrooms. So that's going on, and then this afternoon it's kind of just a low key, and I do a whole bunch of stuff at the beginning of the month, which we'll go over tomorrow, so kind of preparing myself for that. And then of course tomorrow I also have a photo walk, so that got rescheduled, so we'll have that. I made some posts, got to do a social media post here for the dealership, got a couple customers cars I got to post up, and then I did some dabs photos, basketball league that I helped out with in the weekend, and I got those up. So it's been a busy morning, but I got a lot done. So I'm gonna head over to the showroom. We have somebody here that's interested in ordering a Corvette, make sure they don't have any questions, kind of check in on that. I had to go meet with our museum director. She had a project she pitched to me about one of our local state parks in the area, trying to educate people that visit, because it's kind of confusing. It's a really big park and people try to get around it and it can be a little confusing. So yeah, that's what we got so far. After we do this, I'll recap. We'll go over July and everything that we did. So I have to take pictures of this Equinox. So this is a off-lease trade-in. I put them in almost the same thing, except it was red. So it's iridescent pearl 2020 Premier Equinox all-wheel drive, and they took a 2023 Premier, but they went siren red. That one had, the one I sold them, this only had a regular Premier. That one had a convenience 2 package that they picked up. So I had a couple more options. So they were able to get a couple of things. They had that self-parking feature. It's a little bit different for them. A little upgrade. I was just thankful to even have an Equinox to offer them. So we'll take pictures of this and then I will be back. Alrighty, so let's go over July. It's about 3:30 here. Got about, and not 2 hours ago before we end July here, I sold 13 cars. And out of those 13 cars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them are new. I sold a 3/4 ton to my buddy Ken. Equinox. Sold the tracks to one of the girls at the coffee shop, full circle, that started the day like that. My friend Amanda picked up a Trax. Our friends at Cliff Anschuetz picked up a Traverse. Cynthia picked up a new Blazer again. Kyle got a truck. Danny, who used to work here, got a Trax. Lyle picked up a Traverse. Tom, Silverado. The preacher that married me in Allison picked up a new Equinox. I just took pictures of his. Sold a Enclave to a lady, and then I sold a Tahoe to another lady. So that kind of rounds it out. It was a good month. I normally, honestly, sell more used cars than new cars, as it just happened. I've had a really good new car year, which is really surprising because I sit normally in used cars, and I've been selling a lot of new cars. I don't really know if that's just because the inventory of new cars is so tight that the newer inventory we're getting is new, and the price of new is so close to used now, or if that's just been around here longer, so people know to come through your new cars. Maybe it's this YouTube, I don't know. There's a lot of different things, but I've sold more new cars than I think I've ever have. So already at this point, and I'm already halfway through the year, I don't sell any new cars. It's just mostly I sell used. So, but it's all worked out, and I'm grateful and ready for August. This month, that Corvette, if you guys remember from the one vlog, order is almost built. I believe it's built, and that guy's doing a museum delivery, so he does all the paperwork here to get ready for the museum delivery. So I'm pretty sure that'll go this month. Nice. It's always nice to sell a Corvette. that's just kind of where we're at. We just got a couple trucks dropped off from the Flint plant. That's exciting, and we'll just be thankful for what we have. So I've been transitioning, as you guys have heard, into the showroom. I've been sitting in the used cars for a long time, and I have a desk so that I'm slowly working myself into over here in the showroom. And as I set it up and make it more mine, today I asked for a printer stand that they got. It came in, so I'm going to put that together now. And then I'll be able to do some of the things that I do here at the beginning of the month here. So yeah, there's that. All right, last day. So just had a final up on the month on a Jeep that we have on our lot. We're going to try to get together there tomorrow. And then, of course, we're going to try to do this tomorrow for the beginning of the month. My beginning of the month tends to be a little hairy. I do a lot of administrative work for that, so I don't know how that'll go exactly. But we're still going to try that. I don't know whether I'm going to edit this tonight and then do like a part 1 and then the part 2 over the next couple of days, or that's what I'm going to try to do instead of one long video. So we'll just call this last day of the month. You know, I did normal stuff, nothing out of the ordinary. I had a really busy month, like I said, and as I went over everything that I tallied up July, and just kind of getting ready for everything that August is going to bring. So tomorrow's a busy day. But yeah, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you tuning in.